Hello 100 Kid Down, what's up people? It is match day and the Mighty Tractor Boys, we're away today as we take on Nottingham Forest. Before we get into anything, you know we got to do the shout outs. Massive shout outs to Angel Care Homes for all your care needs in the Black Country and Birmingham area. Massive shout outs to Mark Darcy for all your formal menswear needs. And of course to Desi Ballers, highlighting all South Asians at all levels in the beautiful game. I'll put their details in the description, and like I say each and every video, if you haven't already or if you're brand new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like button on this video, turn the notifications on and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now let's get to it. So Town are in the FA Cup 5th round for the first time since February 2007. That game, it was a 1-0 away loss to Watford. Damian Francis with the late strike for the Hornets. Are they the Hornets? Yeah, they're not the Bees. That could have caused beef in it. But for the Hornets, and a certain Tamas Priskin, we all have that cup memory of him against Arsenal in the League Cup, but a certain Tamas Priskin came off the bench for them, and a certain Mark Ashton was CEO for Watford at the time. So it's been a long time since we've been this far in the cup, and with the season and the way it's going, why can't we go on a bit of a run? Now, it's easier said than done. We've got to get rid of a Nottingham Forest team who are high-flying and just dust teams away for fun. We come up to their gaff earlier on the year. Was it December, I think it was? We come up here, and yes, it was a 1-0 loss. Close on some aspects. But, you know, they've got the class and they've got the quality. And you could argue maybe they weren't up to it or whatever. So, you know, for us, we've got to, if we want to win or we want to, you know, get through to the next round, and the next round's been drawn, it will be away against Brighton. So, you know, if we beat Forest and we beat Brighton, then we'll finally be playing at the new Wembley. One of only 5 or 6 teams that haven't played at the new Wembley. But yeah, like I said, easier said than done. And if we're going to do that, I think we've got to go for a strong team. Obviously, we had a game against United on Wednesday. I know we're playing Palace away on Saturday, but I don't see why we wouldn't go for more or less a first 11. So for me, I'm going to go for Palmer in goal. I'm going to make a few rotations in the back. So I think Wolfie and Greaves will come in with Davis and Axel keeping their places. In midfield, I'm going to go for Sammy and Karius again. And then that front three behind the striker. So again, I'd go attacking. So we know Amari's going to be out, and we saw obviously Sammy Schmodix come off the bench, albeit for a few minutes against Man United. So I think on the left, I think he's done really well since his appearance in the FA Cup against Bristol. He's carried that into the following games in the Cup and the League. So left wing, Jack Clark. Right wing, Jaden Philogene. And we don't know if Connor Chaplin's fit enough. So, and I thought he was good against Forest when he played. So if not Connor Chaplin, then Sammy Schmodix in the 10 role. I'll go for George Hirst up front. Man like Clinton Morrison. Oh, score prediction? Your score prediction? I'm an Ipswich fan, bro. Yeah. Sorry, just saw Clinton Morrison there at the game. So yeah, in terms of score prediction and all the rest of it, as you heard from Clinton Morrison, he said 2-1, so I'm going 2-1. But yeah, man, let's do it, man. Let's back the team. Let's see what happens, man. And I'll catch you all in there. See you later, peeps. defend it and hit him on the back. Hit him on the back. Big save! Get rid. Well done, Axel. Oh, they just needs to shoot it, man. Well done, Sammy. Go on, Aldo. Go on, Aldo. Go on. Shoot. Why are we scared to shoot? Go on, Sammy, drive, Sammy! Oh! Yes, Sammy! Brilliant! Go on, you're having a laugh! That's absolutely big. Fuck these man up. Get up, Dara. Come on, son! Run! Run! Come on, me bobs! I thought he was off then, to be fair. Oh. Shoot! Shoot, son! Shoot it up! Run! Come on in, Tom! Yeah! Oh. They sponsor this vlog. Come on, Tom!
lap, ole ole! Come on the lap, man, it's light work, you've done this time and time again. Rolling down the street, smoking Forest, sitting on gin and Cayuse. Let's go.
So what we saying about that one then, peeps? After 120 minutes of football, it finished Nottingham Forest 1, Ipswich Town 1, and it was a single spot kick which decided it, and Forest won 5-4 on penalties and now face Brighton away in the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Forest. But yeah, man, let's get into it. So if Wednesday night, and that second half in particular, is up there for one of the worst performances I've seen under a McKenna team, then yesterday's got to be up there for one of the best I've seen a McKenna team. And I know it was against the Forest team that, you know, are rotated and stuff like that, but it's still against the Forest team who are battling to get Champions League. You know, they hopefully will finish third. You know, obviously we're not a Forest fan and all the rest of it, but aside from when we play them on is it 15th of March in a couple of weeks, aside from when we play them, I genuinely hope they kick on and, you know, get top four and break the mold, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it. So then, yeah, in terms of the lineups, it was, I think I got 6 out of the 11 right. So back 4 or back 5, if you include the keeper, bar Townsend, I got all that predicted correct. So we had Connor Townsend left back, Axel on right back, Wolfie in the middle, Burgess next to him with Palmer in goal. Midfield, then we had Massimo and Sammy rolling it back to the champ in the League One days. And then on the left, we had Broadhead. In the 10 row, we had Jack Taylor. And I think then, and then on the right, we had Ben Johnson. I'll get onto him in a minute when we do player ratings in a bit. But I was an interesting, I did look at that. I think, okay. And then up front, George Hirst. And yeah, good, solid team. So then in terms of the game itself, we they were attacking us, but I thought we were in the game in that first half. And, certainly over the course of the 90 minutes, I thought we probably edged it and we probably had a few more clear-cut chances, if you like. I think about, obviously, George Hirst's goal first and foremost, what a goal that is, and that comes from shooting. I had a conversation. I'm not going to take credit for this goal, but hear me out. After the Man United game, you can check my WhatsApp, we had the conversation, and I was like, bro, we need to shoot more as a team. We need to shoot more. And next thing I know, Sammy Morsey's picking up the ball from like deep inside in their half, driving, shooting, what was that, 25, 30 yards? Has a shot, and the keeper has to save it. That's going top bins. Like, check the vlog, it's on there. We're right behind it. Perfect view. Top bin. So I'm not taking credit for it, but I'm going to take credit for it, if you know what I mean. But then from the resulting corner, the ball comes in, back post, and what a header by George Hirst. Like, I think it's been slightly underrated because you've got the keeper there, and they've got a defender on the near post. Obviously, there's a defender on George Hirst as well, and I think there's a defender between the near post defender and the keeper. So there's only one place he can header it, which is head it downwards and go for the keeper's legs. And that's exactly what he did. He headed it through. It's gone through the keeper's legs before he can react. And we are buzzing. Great limbs. Shout out Noah, who's my friend's son. He's an Ipswich fan. He'd been an Ipswich fan since our League One days. And this was his first game, I think it's certainly under McKenna, or certainly this season. So shout out the plug for sorting out the tickets for that. But he was there singing all the chants, everything, man. He was on it, man. I rate him, fully rate him, and I have to get him to some more games next season. But yeah, buzzing. What an experience, what an experience for us as fans that, like I said, like Noah, who were there for the first time, seeing Hirsty score in front of you, the feeling in the crowd of celebrating that goal. And we're buzzing, and we're thinking, all right, cool. We can, we're starting to sing K Sarah Sarah, time to go into Wembley and all that. And then I thought, we controlled the game. Unlike against Manchester United on Wednesday, where we got the goal and then we sat back and then we just kind of, when United were kind of like, they were on the ropes, they were there for the taking, we backed off and we let them back into the game, and then, the rest is history, we know what happened or whatever. We kind of sensed it here, and we were kind of going for that knockout blow. Like, we kept pressing them. We picked up, so where we ended the first half, we picked it up in the second half. Hirst gets the goal, we're on top of it. And then we're defending well. And then obviously we give a corner away, good bit of, I can't remember who blocked it, but it's good defensive play. Corner gets cleared initially. It gets cleared, dealt with. But the second ball comes in, and I don't want to be too critical. I don't know, I can't remember who it is, but Ryan Yates, obviously, is their lad that I think he's been with them since the Championship, possibly League One, maybe not League One, but academy player, one of their own, and he scores right in front of I guess that's their noisy end, maybe, I don't know, but he scores, good header. He's got between our two defenders there, really. I don't think Palmer could do a lot anyway. So 1-1, back in it, game on. And then both teams are going for it. Like Forest, you can see, like, no one really wants to go into extra time, man, because, both teams, obviously, we're fighting for survival and Forest are fighting for the Champions League. So both teams, it's like, whilst it's great we're in the FA Cup and we're going to give it a good go, we've still got football to play as well. And then it's extra time. And then in extra time, I think, if I'm being fair, I think they edged it with the chances. So then penalties, man. We'd already seen penalties this season against AFC Wimbledon. Last season we had it against Reading, where we won. Slicker was the hero that day, making the saves. Big up Slicker. And yeah, obviously the penalties are being taken down their end. Big pressure moments for our players. Every player there stood up, and the environment there, like, credit to Nottingham Forest, man. They made it hostile for like every town player stepping up. You could hear the jeering, the whistling, all of that, man. They're all doing the wavy stuff behind. But yeah, every penalty, obviously bar the last one, was a solid penalty for both. And then Jackie Taylor, man. And I've seen people saying online, well, why is he taking it if he's already missed a penalty? Players are standing up to be counted, and he felt he could do it. Was it a poor penalty? Yeah. Did he try and rectify his mistake from Wimbledon? Possibly. Does a single spot kick define Jack Taylor's career at Ipswich? Not a chance. You know, this man's given us that moment at Wolves already this season. He loves Wolves, actually. The moment against Wolves last season. So, as you know, I personally love Jack Taylor because he gives me bragging rights all around my family. So I'm not going to do a full player rating and all the rest of it, but we're going to do the, you know what we do, the man of the match, top three, and a couple of honourable shout-outs. So I'm going to give out, let me think. So I'm going to give out 3 shout-outs that didn't quite make the top 3, but just missed out. So first, the Jack Clark. You know, he has been a revelation since the Coventry City game. The signs were there at the Bristol game, but obviously the quality opponent's quite poor. But it's his off the ball work I'm really impressed with as well. He's been hitting the gym clearly because he's seemed to strengthen up a little. And yeah, just very tidy player. Seems to be, you know, showing that £15 million player that we all thought we were buying. And, you know, it just took him a while to get, you know, Premier League's a fast league and a hard league. So, you know, very, very good signing. Very good performance from him yesterday. And, you know, it could have been him getting another FA Cup goal if he'd just poked it slightly here. It was too straight, if you like. Connor Townsend, I've been saying about this for a while. I might have been the first one saying it. But what a player he is. You know, we know how good Leaf is going forward. Connor's as good. You know, he's up there, right? His delivery's there. He's quite quick as well. And defensively, very, very sound. I thought he was really good. George Hirst, because he got his goal, you know, did really, really well to get that goal. And I thought he hustled well. Unlucky maybe not to get another one when he went for the spectacular and kind of, you know, mistimed it and then went to Clarkey. But yeah, it's really good to see him score and him playing and, you know, just fit again, firing, hassling defenders. What we've come to love with George Hirst, you know, he's thrown it back to the Barnsley game last night, and this is against, you know, really good centre backs in Forest's pairing. So then, man of the match or the top 3. Then in third, I'm going for Ben Johnson. I thought that was probably Ben Johnson's best game in a town top. I thought defensively he was really good. And I've always said that he suits the role of right wing back better than right back. And part of that's maybe sometimes defensively gets caught out. I thought the pairing went in the first half, him linking up with Axel was really good on the defensive side. But also going forward, man. He is really good at going forward, passing the ball, you know, just finding that right pass, the timing of the pass, giving and going. Some of the simple things that we take for granted, but he does it effectively. And, you know, who knew, you know, Ben Johnson is a ball carrier, man. He can carry that ball up the pitch as well. So really, really solid performance from Ben Johnson. In second, gotta go, Luke Wolfenden. The boy is one of our own. You know, it wasn't so long ago he made that, you know, mistake on the opening day of the season under Cookie from Morecambe, and we almost lost that game. You know, there was a time when people were like, oh, I don't know about Wolfenden. But you always knew there was a player there. And over the last 18 months or so, Luke Wolfenden has shown what a reliable centre-back he is. He is, you know, I can see why Inter Miami and people are going to be linked with him. Loads of clubs are going to be linked with him because he's, you know, quite quick. You know, he doesn't really get beaten for pace. Very good on the ball. Strength. And it's those kind of like, because he's quite tall and gangly almost, I like to call it. He's almost like a spider, the way he gets around people and just, he'll poke the ball with his foot or something and get, you know, it don't matter who you are. If you're backing into him as a striker, he will still win the ball. So, you know, really solid performance from him. You could see the defeat hurt him yesterday. And, you know, very nice gesture of him giving his shirt away to someone in the crowd. Wolfie, I'm still waiting for my shirt. So, you know, just so you know. But yeah, I thought he was quality yesterday. And real question that maybe McKenna has to answer in terms of, Does Wolfie need a chance? Do we need a back three? Somehow we need to work Wolfie back into the team, and I don't know how, but yeah, really solid performance from Luke Wolfenden. And in man of the match, I heard someone say it in the stadium, and I thought it was perfect. He said, "This man's rolling it back to the championship days." Sammy Morsey. There'd been questions about him over the last couple of weeks. Can he cut it? His age cut it. Is his age getting up to him and all the rest of it? And look, I know Sammy, and I know the type of guy he is, and I know we don't read all of that. He's not there online and all the rest of it, and he don't let any of that get to him anyway. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and he respects that. I'm sure he does. But yesterday, he bossed that midfield, mate, and he was everywhere. Like, his stats were phenomenal, and like just the passing, the tackling, the duels, shots. Unlucky not to score. Had the chance, like I said, which led on to George Hirst goal in the second half, and then had the chance in extra time where Clark's played it across, and he sent their defender for a hot dog. Like their defender's gone. He's gone that far. He's ended up in Derby. Like, they sent the defender one way, and then he's tried to poke it, try to curl it with the outside of his foot, and it's just gone wide or whatever. But yeah, unlucky maybe not to score. Took his penalty really well. Talk about pressure moments. Talk about being a captain. Standing up when needed, standing up to be counted. He did all of that. He took the first spot kick. Took the first spot kick and led by example. And yeah, man, Sam Morsey, man of the match. So yeah, it's disappointing we're out of the FA Cup. Like I said, low-key, it could be a blessing in disguise, but there's lots to be positive about. Now we just got to take everything that was good about that game and apply that to Crystal Palace on Saturday. And let's start picking up some wins, man. Let's start putting that pressure on Wolves. So when they come see us in April, hopefully it can be one of those that winner takes all almost, if you like, yeah. And listen, they're going to be without their star man Cunha for at least 3 games. Possibly 4 games. Obviously, the 4th game would be against us. So we could be out when Wolves visit us in April. But we just need to focus on us. So let's start by picking up 3 points against Palace, and that's going to be very hard because they've shown how they can just get wins and grind out wins. And whilst there wasn't a lot between the two teams back in December when we played them at Portman Road, they showed their Premier League class, if you like. Drawing the right fouls, all of this. But if we apply the same basic principles that we applied yesterday, then I'm confident we can do something on Saturday. But yeah, man, like I said, lots to be positive about. Season ain't over yet, and I'll catch you all on Saturday. See you later, peeps.